got 3 properties. How are you managing all these? And like, what software are you using? And like, kind of tell everybody kind of how you manage it.
So I've been using storage. Learned it from you and Pete. I've been using it. I know a lot of people out there, probably 3/4 of self-storage owners use ESS. Once I get used to a software, I really don't want to change, honestly. So I've just been using storage for all the locations at the moment.
Well, actually, just so you know, there's a lot of softwares out there now. There's a lot of competition. So, because we've had a couple of them come into like Storage Nerds and do some demos and stuff. Like we have Breeze come in, we had Yardi come in, we had a couple others. I can't remember what their names are. So there's a lot of options out there.
I mean, I've been really happy with storage. Their support, I have to admit, is pretty good. You call them up and they're always available and they help out right away. And that's kind of important to me if I ever run into an issue or I need something resolved right away.
One thing that we've been implementing with storage that Pete implemented, I don't know if you have or not, is the mail house.
The mail house?
So they just started the mail. I don't know if Pete's a beta tester for that or not. I'm not sure, but they're implementing a mail house. So we're using that mail house for revenue management. All right.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah. So like when we raise the rents, not only do they get emailed and let know, but also they get a letter sent out and they'll mail the letter out for you and do stuff like this.
Really?
And then also, yes. And then also another thing is they do the auction letters as well too. So you don't have to handle any of like sending a letter out, for auction, letting everybody know that you're going to be doing the auction and stuff. So if you find yourself doing a lot of letters for some reason to get a hold of the tenants or doing auctions or whatever, you should really check the mail house out once it gets implemented and put out to the thing. Because I think we've been using it. It's really good.
I didn't know that. Well, I know you guys have 11 facilities with storage, so they probably use Pete a lot for beta testing. But I will definitely ask about that mail house feature. And definitely be nice if they actually physically mail out.
And I've been doing a lot of demos, just so everybody knows and listen to me. I've done a lot of demos on almost every software out there. And there's not a lot of softwares out there that do revenue management and dynamic pricing. All right, so make sure that you're taking advantage of that from storage as well too, because ESS does not offer this, SiteLink doesn't offer it, and a lot of other softwares don't offer it as well too. So you want to make sure that you implement dynamic pricing too.
Did you ever use ESS at any point when you owned your
I never
facility?
used it. I only started with storage. I started storage when there's like 3 people working for the company. Yeah. So it was like back in the day. So, but yeah, no, they do the dynamic pricing. We're going to talk about that in the coaching program. Now, that's why I bring it up, is that like, what I learned from a lender was essentially, because we're trying to get these loans on these like $2-3 million facilities now. And basically what he was saying was that, if you're 82% full or higher, then that means that you're not pricing your units properly. And that you need to be implementing dynamic pricing. So essentially like at 82% to 92% that you have, because like typically you run the numbers at 92%, right? Something like this, right?
It's so just like a flight or
yes, you should be
the
increasing your rates.
You keep on increasing it a couple dollars here and there.
Exactly. Or even more, just push it to see what people will pay. So your last 1, 2, 3 units should be like ridiculously expensive versus your last like 5 or 10 units, something like this. So look into that as well too, because I think you'll really make some more money on the back end doing that.